A man was deeply in love with his wife. One day, his wife became very sick. As she lay dying, she held his hand and made him promise something. "I love you so much," she whispered. "Please, promise you will never love anyone else after I'm gone. If you do, my spirit will not let you rest." Heartbroken, the man made the promise. After she passed away, he was overwhelmed with grief. For months, he was lonely and sad, keeping his promise and avoiding everyone. But as time went on, his life began to change. He met a kind woman, and slowly they became friends. That friendship grew into love. The man was confused and felt guilty, but he also wanted to be happy again. Eventually, he decided to marry her. Right after the wedding ceremony, a chilling feeling came over him. He heard a voice he knew well. He spun around and saw the ghost of his first wife, pale and floating in the air. "You broke your promise," the ghost wailed. "Now, I will haunt you every single day." Then she vanished. The man was terrified. That night, he couldn't sleep a wink. The next night, the ghost returned. "You think you can be happy? I heard every word you said to your new wife today." To his horror, the ghost repeated his private conversations word for word. The man trembled in fear. This wasn't just a bad dream. It was real. Desperate for help, he traveled a long way to see a wise old master known for his advice. He told the master everything about the promise, his new wife, and the haunting ghost. The master listened carefully and then said, "This spirit is very clever." "That's exactly the problem," the man cried. "She knows everything I do and say." The master smiled gently. "Do not worry. I have a plan. Tonight, when the ghost appears, you must do exactly as I say." That night, as expected, the ghost appeared with a furious glare. But this time, the man was ready. "You are too powerful," he said, trying to sound calm. "I can hide nothing from you. I am even ready to leave my new wife for you. But first, you must answer one question for me. If you cannot, you must leave me in peace forever." The ghost agreed confidently. "Fine, ask your question." The man quickly bent down, scooped up a handful of small pebbles, and held out his clenched fist. "Tell me," he demanded, "exactly how many pebbles are in my hand." Instantly, the ghost's eyes went wide with confusion. She opened her mouth, but no sound came out. Then, in a flash, she disappeared into thin air. A few weeks later, the happy and relieved man returned to the wise master. "Thank you for saving my life," the man said. "But I still don't understand. What was so powerful about that question? Why did it make the ghost vanish?" The master smiled his kind smile. "My son," he began, "there was never a real ghost." "What?" "But I saw her. I heard her. She knew my secrets," the man argued. "The ghost was not real," the master explained. "It was created by your own guilt. You felt so bad for breaking your promise that your mind played a trick on you. You created the ghost yourself." "But how did she know all my conversations?" the man asked. "Think about it," said the master. "The ghost was a part of your own mind. So, it knew everything that you knew. That's why I told you to ask a question that even you didn't know the answer to. When you didn't know how many pebbles were in your hand, the ghost, your own creation, couldn't know either. It broke the illusion and set you free. The man finally understood. He had been haunting himself all along. He thanked the master once more and returned home to live his new life in peace, free from the shadows of the past. My dear listeners, as we just heard, the man wasn't being haunted by a real ghost, but by a ghost of his own making, his guilt. Making mistakes is part of being human. But holding on to guilt and shame is like letting that ghost follow you forever. It steals the joy from your present and clouds the possibilities of your future. So, if you are carrying a heavy burden of guilt today, I would like you to remember this story. Be kind to yourself. Learn from what happened. Forgive yourself, and then let it go. Don't let the ghosts of your past mistakes haunt the beautiful life you are meant to live now. Your future is too bright to be lived in the shadows. Go out there and make it meaningful.